it's Molly, and today I'm back with another video. I do want to say before we get started, if the quality is a little different, I am filming on a different camera, so I'm sorry, and I know you like can't see my eyes. I'm trying to figure that out, so I'm sorry. But today, we have a very special video, and I'm sure you guys have been watching all sorts of reviews from YouTubers, and mine's probably irrelevant at this point. But either way, I'm still going to do a review anyway. And the review I'm doing is of the Conspiracy palette. The Shanexjeffree palette. This baby came in the mail today and I was shook. I also just realized my fan's on, so I'm gonna go turn that off. Okay, it's off. But yeah, I'm doing a review of the Conspiracy palette, and let me tell you, this was a bitch to get my hands on. And that's a good thing. I mean, yeah, it's a good thing because it means Shanexjeffree did amazing on this palette, that everybody wants it, and we just had to fight each other for it. So I'm just happy that I got mine. And if you want to like hear my experience about getting this palette, I might do a whole like separate video on that because it needs its own video. First of all, it comes in this box like this, and it says Conspiracy, and it has like the black and white like circles, and you struggle. It just kind of like slides out like this. So there's the actual palette. Looks like this. It is like raised. I don't know if you guys can see that. It does have the clasps, and that's it from all the corners, and then ingredients and stuff if anybody cares. This is like metal. It feels like metal. It feels like cold to the touch, like you know what metal does. Anyway, it's got clasps. Like I think the Blue Blood palette has clasps. I don't know, because this is my first Jeffree item, so I am shook. And I'm super excited to play with these. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So let me zoom you guys in a little closer, take these glasses off so you guys can probably like actually see my eyes, and get started. Okay, glasses are off, which means I'm officially blind. So I'm also doing a little test in this video. I'm using 2 different primers on each eye. So on this eye, I'm going to be using the NYX Professional white base, and then on this eye, I'm using the Essence I Love Stage primer. I normally use this one, but I did want to see how the shadows perform when you use a white base. I have seen reviews, and I personally don't think that these need a white base, but I know that there might be some people out there who are wondering if they perform better with a white base, so I'm just gonna do each eye with a different primer. And obviously, as you can tell, I have my eyebrows and like my face makeup done. I've just always done my face makeup before my eyes, so this will also be a true test on if there is fallout all over my face, which I really hope there's not. Start off with this shade right here, which is My Pills, and it's just a nice blank canvas setting shade, which I'm very happy they put that. I mean, it might be a little more pink, but oh, haha. Okay. It definitely looks like it's a lid setting shade, but it's actually a little pink. So I'm just gonna like dab this on because that was my fault. It does in the pan look like it's more of a cream shade, but it applies more of a pink, as you can see. So that's fun, but we're not gonna start over. We're just gonna keep going with it because that's my mistake. Okay, so that shade's down on both lids. I don't even know if I want to count that as a shade because homegirl messed up, but you know, we're learning from it. What more can we do? Just gonna take a little brush, small brush like this. I'm going to go in with the shade Diet Root Beer, which is this shade right here. I am noticing a little bit of kickback in the pan, which I will show you in a sec. Let me lay down this color. These are very pigmented shadows. So you're definitely going to want to tap your brush off or just go in very lightly with these shadows because they're there. Okay, so far comparing the two, I feel like with the white side, the shadows are kind of sticking to certain areas more. Like this particular area looks a little darker than on this side. So I'm kind of just trying to... And it also looks more rounded than this side. Like, it's just sticking exactly where I put the shadow with the brush. So I guess you can decide if that's something that you like or if you like it more kind of blown out. Next, I'm going to be going in with a small brush like this. And I don't know what came over me to do this, but I'm going to be taking the shade Pigment, which is super cute because it has a little piggy on it. It's the shade right here. It's a nice pink shade. And I'm going to put that on like the inner part of my crease. Guys, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of taking shades and going with the flow. Yep, that shade does have kickback as well. I have dipped into this. This is my third time dipping in to kind of build up the shade a little bit. But I'm just trying to build it up so it's a little more vibrant. You can definitely dull it down. There you guys, there. You can definitely see it in the pan there. So yeah, a little bit of kickback, but if you go in with a light hand, you'll be fine. Next, I'm going in with a brush that looks like this. I'm sorry, all my brushes literally are dirty, but did we really expect anything different? And I'm gonna deepen up my outer V with the shade Not a Fact, which is this beautiful burgundy here on the bottom. Absolutely gorgeous. This shade doesn't have that much kickback in the pan, but and usually I think that's usually the case with dark shadows. They're usually pretty easy to not have kickback. So, and I'm just building this up a little bit. I don't want to go too crazy and lose my brown, which I feel like I am a little bit, but I can always bring it back. I do feel like they're blending very good by themselves though. Like I'm not having to put too much work. Okay, well you guys get the gist. I'm using a flat shader brush. And I'm going to go in with the shade Conspiracy on my lid, which is this green shade right here. That's gorgeous. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend it out so it's not so harsh because we're not going for a cut crease here. But oh my goodness. I feel like it's so finely milled that I'm getting like particles in my eye, but that could just be my annoying, overdramatic ass playing tricks on me. And then I'm gonna blend the edges out because you gotta blend your edges. So just taking a small little shader brush like this, I'm going to smudge Pigment and then a little bit of Not a Fact underneath my eyelids. So starting with Pigment. Obviously, we're going to use the shade Ranch to highlight, which is this white shimmery shade up in the corner. First of all, I love Ranch, so I'm very happy that Shane titled that Ranch. So I'm just going to use that same brush. I just wiped it off. And we're going to highlight our inner corner. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put some mascara on and I'll be right back. So this is the look with mascara on. I think that this came out gorgeous, and I do have some things that I did want to point out. As I was putting mascara on, I did notice a little, literally the smallest amount of fallout on my face. And it looks like it's from Conspiracy. If you remember back when I was like, I feel like I'm getting like shimmer particles in my eyes, it was most likely going in my eyes a little bit because I did have just a little bit. It's really like not that noticeable, but I did want to mention it because it is mentionable. Now I'm going to zoom out and talk about my final review of the Conspiracy palette. But my final review of the Shanexjeffree Conspiracy palette is, it's a 10 out of 10. First of all, these shadows I felt blended so nicely. I have never had to work less to get my eyeshadows to blend. I personally think that this side looks better primer wise, because it does look like a little bit that with the white base I lost a little bit of the shade Not a Fact, that dark burgundy, but it still looks amazing. There was some fallout in the pans, which doesn't bother me. I know that that's sometimes like not a selling point for some people. They won't buy palettes if it has fallout. I don't mind fallout. You just got to be careful. Don't press so hard in these shadows. They're very, very soft shadows. Like you don't need a lot, and you can and honestly, that sometimes that helps looks too. If you just start a little bit at a time, build up what you need. But everything's super pigmented. Like I said, I just feel like I didn't have to work really hard to get these to blend, to get these to apply. They went exactly where I wanted them to go. They weren't slipping all over my face. Little to no fallout was amazing. And the only shade that had it was, again, this shade right here, Conspiracy. Which again is most likely because it's a shimmer, and shimmers tend to have fallout. So if you're new to makeup, there you go. I 10 out of 10 recommend getting this palette once it restocks. The packaging's amazing. If you've been watching the docu-series, you've been following them create this entire palette from literally just an idea. So it's amazing. I did pick up the mini Controversy palette as well, but that didn't come in yet because it's actually tea that I'll spill in that other video that I was talking about doing. 10 out of 10 recommend this palette. Definitely a good piece to even just display if you don't want to use it, because I know there's some of y'all out there who just want to display this, and again, it's a nice piece to display, so I wouldn't blame ya. Is the Shanexjeffree palette Jeffree Star approved? I would say so. Please don't sue me, Jeffree. I'm not sure when they're going to be doing a restock of this palette, but I did see Jeffree tweeting about him wanting to do one soon. So if you didn't get your hands on this during the launch, definitely try and get it on the relaunch. I know this is gonna just keep selling out until everybody in the world has their hands on one, so just keep trying. I know that I have some friends who actually didn't get their hands on it, and I'm gonna be helping them get them too. If you enjoyed this video and enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Also subscribe and join my little family. But that's everything that I have for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed. I love you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.